Ron, different clips of Precious have been coming across my TikTok timeline.
Okay.
I totally understand why she got the Oscar. She played the shit out of that role.
I never seen that movie before.
It's very traumatic.
Well, there was the book. I remember when the book was out, and I tried to read it, and it was written like. It was written like. So I'm guessing Precious is kind of like illiterate. Mm-hmm. So it was written like that.
Oh.
And I was like, I won't be reading this.
Oh.
Yeah. So people was like, you should read it. It's good.
Mm-hmm. I'll take your word for it.
I'll take your word for
That's
it.
That's really in a nutshell. Like, I only saw it once because y'all know I don't really like Paula Patton.
Where is Paula?
Probably collecting her checks.
Good for her.
Divorced. Oh, you know what? I saw that Robin Thicke is not on that Neo tour no more.
Probably don't want to be.
Yeah, he probably heard them comments. It was like, well, you about to mess up no money.
I know, right? I mean, he get that check from what's that show? Me and my mom watch it all the time.
Robin Thicke?
Yeah, he's a judge on the show.
The Masked Singer?
Yes, the Masked Singer. Yes,
okay.
I couldn't think of the name of the show.
Just like it's Neo, Pleasure P, and Mario now. Technically, Pleasure P is like the opening act.
Don't he only got one song?
No, Pleasure P's solo album.
I never listened to it.
Oh, listen.
You know I'm late to music.
There's so many groups that people went solo, and it's like okay, like Pleasure P's album, so good. It's like Omarion.
He was the only singer in that group though, anyway. So I mean that tracks.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
I was a fan of him. Like, and he was fine. So. What?
Are we talking about the same?
Pleasure P from I got new shoes on my right. Yeah, like rolling down 95, and you can see in my eyes that I'm looking for a cutie pie. And we ain't gotta make love, and we can just huddle up. Sorry. Yeah. No. Oh.
I'm gonna let you have that. Shawty. Yeah.
Well.
Cheers to that for you. Cheers.
All
right. Guess we can start the show now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I just did.
Oh shit!
What happened?
That is tart.
It's good. Good red wine.
Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What's happening?
What's going on? You gotta sip.
Ooh, chow. I'm your girl Sierra T.
And I'm your girl Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
Where we wrap the culture up in color.
Yes, ma'am.
And wine.
Yes. Episode.
Got it.
I just started.
Like
drinking.
literally. You barely took a sip.
Episode 27. Everybody.
Is it 27?
Yeah. It's episode 27.
Oh.
I think.
I feel like it was 28.
Let's see.
Hold on.
I
think I was be bad as hell.
It's okay.
Actually, it's 29.
Let me just make a quick change. Whoopsie.
Because I was like, oh.
I've been drinking, y'all.
Girl. Episode 29.
Episode 29 is in the building.
That's what.
Oh,
that's what she meant.
Yes, and we're back together.
Yes,
Hello. For real.
I don't like virtual episodes. I don't ever want to do that ever again.
It wasn't bad though.
I don't like it.
It wasn't bad.
No.
We had to do what we got to do. Is it recording? It is recording. I got PTSD,
like
child. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This is going to be a fun episode. Why? Because we're drinking.
It's just been that type of day.
Man.
Just need to decompress.
Yo.
And,
Mm-hmm.
that's that. So, we love red wine. I'm definitely a red wine connoisseur.
I'm a white wine drinker.
I like white wine, too.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what kind of white wine? Not a Moscato, no. Please, no. Oh. We got to get you on a Chardonnay.
I'm a very basic
I'm gonna get you in a Chardonnay or a Riesling.
I like Riesling too.
Yeah, Riesling is good.
Riesling is good.
I
Yes.
remember like when Moscato like first was being popular in college.
Yes.
And bitches was really going to Walgreens like, we on Moscato tonight. The barefoot.
Like we thought we was fancy
Like,
with that Moscato. We did.
Paid $6 for some barefoot Moscato at the local Walgreens. It could not tell us nothing.
And it was giving you a headache and everything.
Girl.
It was rough.
Oh, the white party, I remember. That's all I had was wine and bacon before I went to the white party.
Wine and bacon.
And it was a bad night. I mean, well, it was a great night.
Yeah.
After I threw up at the party.
Of course.
One thing about me, I'm gonna throw up.
I'm gonna throw up too.
I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, for sure. Easily.
I'm gonna throw up.
I'm gonna throw up.
Okay. So
Yes. Period. Anywho.
Anyways.
Sis.
Yeah.
What can't you wrap your head around?
All right. I cannot wrap my head around the fact that everyone wants to go solo. I was listening to Chloe and Halle's Ungodly Hour early, and I got very upset. Because I'm just like, why are y'all not making music together anymore? Like, you guys have an amazing vibe. And I'm just like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, and I'm not saying that Chloe is not talented. I'm not saying that Halle's not talented. But Halle put out a whole single and nobody listening to it.
I mean,
no one's listening to it. Chloe, I'm not quite sure. And I just want to know why we can't just have a group and just leave it as such.
they trying to keep it together. I mean, you know,
They're not though, because they're separate. And
they're gonna. I'm sure they're gonna come back and do another album or two.
I'm
sure they will.
I just feel like it was too early in their career to go solo. In my opinion, like y'all put out 2 albums, like, oh, okay, thanks.
Well, I mean, what was Chloe supposed to do? Because Halle was over there shooting The Little Mermaid for like a year and a half. So I mean, the show still must go on.
Okay.
What was she supposed to do? What was Chloe supposed to do?
I'm not sure, but I just like
make music. That's the answer. That's the answer.
I just think that people need to take a lesson from the old school groups. Like even B2K put out like 3 solid albums before Omarion put out. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Even NSYNC had like 5 albums before we got Justified.
They only got 3.
Wait, what?
They got a Christmas album.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah, but no, they only got 3.
But it's still, like that's a solid before we got Justified. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and Beyonce. I mean, needless to say, we got
how many Destiny's Child albums were there? 4.
The first one,
yeah, Writings on the Wall,
Survivor,
and then
Destiny Fulfilled.
4.
4 solid albums before we even heard Dangerously in Love. Before we heard, not Dangerously. What was the song? Crazy in Love. Ooh, that was killing me.
That's the name of the album, though, right? Is Dangerously in Love?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, come on.
Damn, she been in love with that man for a long time.
I love it. I love that for her. Mm-hmm. But that's why I can't wrap my head around. I just don't understand like why.
Yeah.
Why we're doing that, and I want them to do better.
I feel that.
And that's just how I feel.
I feel that. I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
So,
but I think they'll get back together and do more music.
I hope so.
They will.
I really do. Anyways.
Yeah.
What can you wrap your head around?
Mine is very simple.
Okay.
If you are my age or older, you are too old to be putting your middle finger up in photos. I'm actually tired of it. What are you doing? What is this? What are we? Are we 15? Are we on Eminem's first album? What's going on? Why are you flipping you are 65.
Yeah, seriously.
Why?
Even this too. Like you're not shooting.
What
nothing.
are we doing?
You're not
what
shooting.
What are we
nothing.
doing?
Put your hand on your hip. Like
put your goddamn hands down. You know what else? While I'm here,
okay.
Men don't take photos well.
No.
Like what's the like they point at the camera. There's some of them. Remember when niggas was like 1 and they was holding up the 1 finger?
Oh yeah.
What does that mean? 1.
I hated that. That was something like when you hang up the phone, they go 1.
1.
Like, what was that about? Strange times we were raised in.
Listen,
times.
That and then when the dudes was like trying to talk to you, like, let me get your math. And
I never had somebody say that.
I have, and I was like, get my what?
Yeah.
And he was like, can I get your number? I was like, oh,
just say that.
Just say that.
It's very simple.
Get your math.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm with you 1,000%.
You know what I'm saying?
None of this.
None of that. And stop putting your goddamn middle fingers up.
So like, I guess what are they supposed to do with their hands though? Guys?
I mean,
Because like, they can't be like this. I mean, they can if they want to, but, you know.
I don't know. Just don't be weird. Don't be weird about it.
Like, yeah.
You know, so, you know, or don't put your hands up at all. Just like, I don't know,
Smile.
Be cool. Just
What if they do this?
No. This isn't prison.
That's more of like a Rico Suave type, you know.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's just get into the show. Let's just get into the show. All right, we have a bit of a list and nothing heavy.
Nothing heavy.
Thank God. Thank God. But we got
Lord.
I think we got some fun stuff on here.
Yeah.
But of course, we got to start with politics.
Politics.
Should we start with go down to the Nola baby? Okay, so this clip came across my TikTok timeline the other night, and your girl was flabbergasted. So there's a city councilwoman in Shreveport, Louisiana, who has been wrongfully terminated, a black woman. But she, she had to take the stage.
Listen, she was like, if I'm going to go down,
okay, I'm
not going down by myself.
So I have the clip here. And her name is Shanerica, I think, Williams. Shanerica Flemings, okay? Flemings. Okay, so here we go.
It's a little lengthy, so please be patient with me. This statement is not meant to be a plea to stay in this position. We are here because apparently 4 council members have decided they will fire me today, and my intention is not to try to sway anyone's vote. My goal is to show the public why Shreveport can't keep young, talented professionals. You have not heard any council member speak negatively about my overall work performance, my skill set, the quality of the work I produce, or my professionalism. Instead, you've only heard baseless allegations of wrongdoing without so much as an ounce of evidence, all meant to be an assassination of my character. 6 months ago, 5 council members approved my confirmation because they were confident in my ability to do this job. Councilman Butcher or Talaferro didn't vote for me, but I gave them my word that I'd work for them as I would every other council member, and I have. Councilwoman Bowman told me I shouldn't do shit for them. However, I told her I would work as hard for them as I did for everyone else, and I kept my word. Anything I provide to all council members, they are included, and anything they've requested from me, I've provided. Neither of them can truthfully tell you anything differently. In fact, I have emails and recall multiple conversations with Councilman Talaferro where he has thanked me for my efforts, for me looking out for him, for providing him with necessary information, and for a job well done. Less than a month ago, after I was publicly humiliated for receiving a raise that I knew nothing about until after it had been given, Councilman Brooks came to my office and told me how great of a job I'm doing and how impressed he was with my knowledge and ability to promptly respond to council members anytime any of them has a question. So imagine my surprise this past Friday when he asked the deputy clerk to add my employment status to the council agenda because he intends to fire me. He nor my other employers had the courtesy to come to me with any of their issues before going public. I even called each of them in hopes of finding out what the problem was because no one has spoken to me. Council members Brooks, Busher, Talaferro, and Bowman did not answer, nor have any of them returned my phone call. I'd also like to add that since the day I started, not one of my bosses has given me any sort of counseling, performance review, or verbal or written warning of any sort, yet they are moving to fire me. I can't help but think this termination is the result of a series of instances where I either spoke out against something I didn't agree with or rejected invitations that I believed were inappropriate. Around the time that I was confirmed, I attended a dinner where Councilwoman Bowman allowed Councilman Brooks to say the word nigga. I gave him pushback in that moment and let him know that it wasn't okay for him to use that word. Yet Councilwoman Bowman said nothing. There was also another council member and his wife present. The other council member stated he didn't hear it, but his wife did, and she was so upset that she left. When I later questioned Councilwoman Bowman about why she remained silent, she told me he was a different type of white guy, and she wasn't going to say anything because she may need him later. I guess she was right because she was able to convince him to take the lead on firing a young black woman so that she wouldn't have to be the face of it. Prior to that, Brooks had told me that black women like him Black women like him, and other white men can't get away with the same things that he could with black women. In that same conversation, he told me he hardly ever comes to the council office, but now that I'm working here, he may come more often. I blew off his comments initially, thinking maybe he had too much to drink. But after hearing him say the N-word, I knew he thought he could say and do whatever he wanted. After this, anytime Councilwoman Bowman asked me to join her and Councilman Brooks for drinks, I declined. When Councilman Brooks texted me past work hours, asking me if I was home or getting out tonight, I did not respond until the next morning. When he asked me on multiple occasions to join him at his bar for steak and drinks, I always declined. I also didn't accept Councilwoman Bowman's invitation when she asked me to go to Dallas with her and Councilman Brooks, stating she was going to make him take us shopping. It's clear that at one point, these council members were fond of me. In fact, Councilman Brooks was so comfortable with me.
Quiet the noise, please.
In fact, Councilman Brooks was so comfortable with me that he told me he was previously in business with a young black man who he knew was a drug dealer, but he didn't care because he was making money off of the young man. He told me the only reason he cut ties with the young man is because he received a heads up that the young man was being investigated by the feds. I told him nothing about that was okay, and I guess that's what privilege does for you. Likewise, the last time Councilman Brooks asked me to create legislation for him, he told me he wanted me to draft an ordinance that he knew would only affect Club Hayes and piss them off. I told him he probably shouldn't intentionally create something that he knows will target and negatively impact one business, especially since he's a business owner himself. I subsequently spoke with the city attorney's office about the proposed legislation. He never came to me for legislation again. It seems Councilman Brooks' opinion of me may have changed because he doesn't like to be challenged or rejected. However, I will never apologize for speaking out against something I know is wrong. I also won't compromise my standards and integrity by engaging in what I believe is inappropriate behavior just to please someone, even if that someone is my boss. Councilwoman Bowman has been vocal about her disapproval of me speaking with RJ about his job performance. She has a problem with me speaking directly to him about his work, yet she was okay with telling me how messy his clothes look, how bad his hygiene is, how he acts like a female at times, and how she knows he just sits in his office and does nothing. I never commented on these statements when she made them, but instead I made it very clear to her that any issue I have with RJ will be strictly based on his job performance, not anything petty or personal. The only reason I bring these things up now is because it appears I am being punished because I didn't go along with everything these council members have said or done. I'm being professionally punished for personal reasons. In the past month, multiple people have told me that they've asked Councilwoman Bowman what her problem is with me, and her response has been, "I just don't like that bitch," with no other explanation. Despite knowing this, I've continued to be nothing but professional towards her, respecting her as I do any of my employers. However, it is apparent to me that people in positions of leadership are allowing personal feelings, pride, and even race to get in the way of what's right. I've been accused of having an overinflated ego. I suppose that is because I have an opinion. I don't just sit down, shut up, and take whatever people try to feed me. And because I walk around with my head high even when some people do all they can to tear me down. I unapologetically use my voice. As the founder of a nonprofit in this city, I have young girls who look like me, growing up in similar circumstances as I did, who count on my voice because at times it's the only voice they have speaking up for them. If you knew my story and what I went through to get to where I am today, maybe you would understand why I walk and talk the way that I do. I don't know why my confidence intimidates or offends certain people, but I will not shrink myself to make others around me feel more comfortable, nor will I ever apologize for being secure in the gifts God placed inside of me. I love Shreveport and I love working for this city, but as I stated before, I'm not begging to stay in this position. Today, my goal is simply to lay out the facts for the public and let you all draw your own conclusions as to why you think these council members are now pushing for me to be fired. Each council member must decide what side of this you want to be on and vote with your conscience. To those council members who have continuously supported me and believe in my ability to help make Shreveport a better place, thank you. Serving under your leadership has been a true honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Would you please be quiet? At this time, we call for the vote.
Motion passes 4-3 for the firing of Ms. Fleming.
Executive session, there are none. If nothing else to come before this body, we stand adjourned.
Now, one, I apologize. The clip was very long, but I felt like it was very necessary
Absolutely.
for y'all to hear everything that she laid out flat.
Yeah.
And-
She aired that chopper out.
I mean, from being old dude saying the N word around her, pressing up on her, you know, to the other council person saying one thing but talking shit behind his back. All kinds of stuff. And
Yep.
this is what I'm saying this is what I mean when I say that, like, you have to vote for who's on. You like, oh my God.
It's I don't even know Miss Fleming's, and I don't even know the other council people. However, I have been in situations with white men in higher power who it's something about a comfortability or wanting to be cool with a black woman or with black people that just makes them say whatever it is that comes to mind. Or just, have you ever like asked a white person, like, how you doing? And they just tell you all their business.
Ooh,
You like,
child. I was like, I ain't asked you all that.
I didn't ask you all that. I didn't ask you, you know, but, and a part of me is like, well, then maybe they really just need somebody to talk to. But then another part, it's like, why do you feel comfortable telling me all that stuff? You know what I mean? So it's just like,
Yep.
it's really horrible. And then even after all that, they were still like, yeah, she got to go. And the councilwoman, Bowman, the woman.
Yes.
I know, and there was another clip I saw where they interviewed her after, and she was like, I don't know what she's talking about. None of that stuff happened. Then why is she fired?
Why is she fired? So here I'm on the ShreveportTimes.com. What led up to Shanerica Fleming's firing? Flemings was the one who gave the order for the city to switch its insurance policies during the previous administration. At the time, former Mayor Adrian Perkins had not taken office, meaning Flemings was a private citizen at the time. She also was one of a handful of employees who received an unauthorized raise this year, which was rescinded by Council President James Green in August. Brooks said it was time to move in a different direction. Bowman said her decision was based on complaints from employees inside the clerk's office. And then, quote, you know who you are and you know what you said, and I took it seriously, Bowman said.
So, but here's my thing. Here is my thing. Because I know there was an issue right here in Charlotte with a councilman that got a unauthorized raise. Somebody had to authorize money going from one account into that councilwoman's account. So it's giving somebody messed up, and then you just need somebody to put the blame on it. Because that's one thing I don't understand. Like, oh, you got an unauthorized raise. Somebody gave it. Somebody has the pen.
Who the fuck is doing payroll? Because why are there so many people who can and cannot authorize? Like,
I'm not understanding.
there should be maybe one person authorizing all the check. What's going on?
It's a simple solution. But at the end of the day, if somebody made a mistake, you're talking about she authorized some insurance changes as a private citizen.
Yes.
Okay. All right. But does that mean that she needs to be fired?
No.
Because let's not act like, I mean, city councilmen, first of all, they're people. They make mistakes. Things happen. Okay, now, unless you are committing a crime, now if she was on some stuff like being fraudulent, things like that, then that's a different situation. But if she made a mistake, thought she had approval and didn't necessarily, miscommunication, then so be it. But for her to come and have all those things to say, and then y'all still, there's one thing, it was like, you know what? We need to keep her here because we need to investigate this a little bit more. Y'all was quick. That vote took all of 2 minutes. All of 2 minutes. All of 2 minutes, because y'all knew she was telling the truth.
And I hear that Louisiana, like a lot of their, like, you know, cities are kind of like corrupt or whatever. So I'm like, this is crazy. Like,
that's wild.
That's
man.
very, very wild. And I feel like a very perfect example for what we're saying here about, like, you need to be voting in your local elections. Like,
vote in your local elections.
Okay.
You see how easy it was for sis to pull up that article and read about why, you know, Councilwoman Fleming was fired. That's the same thing that you can do in your local elections come the primaries. You can simply Google. You can just say it. You can simply Google. Arms up. Arms up. Arms up. Arms up.
Oh my
There
God.
you go. See? Put your arm up. But like,
Too much. This is too much.
because it's the truth.
Oh God.
Because we don't want y'all coming to us talking about, oh my God, I can't believe it. All you had to do was do your Googles.
Dude,
It took sis 3 seconds
The
to
internet.
Google that woman.
the internet is at the tip of your fingers.
It's really, y'all do it to Google the latest album, what Krishan and Blueface be talking about. You can do that for your local elections, because at the end of the day, those are the people that make the decisions that affect your lives.
Yes.
Not Jeezy, not Lil Wayne, not The Breakfast Club.
Not
okay?
Not Beyonce.
Not Beyonce.
Not even Beyonce.
You know why? Because she too has to vote in her local primaries. Okay?
Sure enough.
So get it together.
Tighten up.
Councilwoman Flemings,
Best-
really hate that this happened to you.
Yeah.
We wish the best of luck to you. We might have to tag her in this so she can see
Oh, for
that
sure.
somebody is.
We rocking with you.
We're rocking with you, because
Them niggas was hating.
and that's basically what it is. You see a young black woman in a position of power who was trying to do things. We don't live in Shreveport, Louisiana, but at the end of the day, I don't think somebody would come and let that type of chopper sing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? For absolutely no reason. For absolutely no reason, because we all know that politicians do whatever they want to do anyway.
Period.
And I like what she said. She was like, "Listen, y'all voted me in here, but I don't have to stay
Okay? I can be gone. Like,
I-
I ain't about to beg for this job.
because I got other things to do.
Okay?
I got other shit to do.
I can go somewhere else.
Okay."
And will.
Okay.
And
make
will.
changes in other people's lives.
Period.
It's not that big a deal. Y'all want me
Period.
going? Don't beg me to come back when some shit is going upside down.
Okay? All right. Let's move forward. What is the other... Was there any other political thing?
We had to talk about Tim Scott.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and give me the tea on that.
I mean, talk about Tim Scott. So, was it last week or the week before
It was the
last?
week before last.
Okay, so the week before last, we were talking about how a lot of GOP donors are literally threatening to pull sponsorship and donors and donor dollars from Tim Scott's campaign, because they're not really feeling his bachelor lifestyle, right? They're like, why is this guy 50-something years old and still single? What's going on?
Right.
Well, he has decided to let the world know that he is not a bachelor. He actually has someone in his life. So during he was at an evangelical convention in Iowa on his campaign trail, I guess, and announced to the world that he is dating a lovely Christian girl.
Was she in the room?
No, he will not. He will.
What did they say? Is she in the room with us now?
Absolutely
Is
not.
this lovely Christian girl in the room with us now?
No, she is absolutely not. And you know, he just wanted the world to know that he's dating a lovely Christian girl. I'm going to pull up the article that I actually wrote the other day
Come on. Yes, ma'am.
about this
Lovely Christian girl.
this lovely Christian girl.
Oh, my God.
Okay, like, but again, we don't know that she exists, right?
Oh, God.
So he described his mystery girl. I'm going to just read what I wrote.
Okay.
Scott described his mystery. Okay. Scott described his mystery girlfriend while giving remarks on his religion and faith. He said, "I'm very excited, very, very excited." And this is basically after various publications referenced Scott's marital status, saying that he would be the only unmarried leader since the 19th century. Literally. The presidential hopeful also revealed that he and his unidentified bae participated in Bible study and pickleball matches together. He reflected on how his upbringing helped him sustain a successful relationship. And this is what he said, and I quote, "As a guy who was raised in a single-parent household mirrored in poverty," there we go again with that plastic food. That nigga love a plastic spoon. "I understand the devastation when a family breaks up. I had to live with the consequences of a father who was not there. I made a commitment to make sure that that never happened in my life. And I'm so thankful to know a risen Savior who has helped guide my way. And I'm so thankful that he's allowed my life to intersect at the right time with the right person. And I just say, praise the living God."
He ain't got no goddamn girlfriend.
He does not have a lovely Christian girl. Okay.
Because if he did, bring her out.
If you're, first of all, Bible study in a public place. If you're playing pickleball, that's in a public place. So somebody would have said, and of course some of his colleagues and staff members was like, we ain't never seen her, so we don't really know what he's talking about.
Because he's lying.
So, I mean, And I said this 2 weeks ago. I somewhat feel bad for him because it's like it really shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't, because at the end of the day, you're not gonna make it into the right house. Like it's not gonna happen. Okay? Because again, this is your only foundation, that you were raised in poverty, and the fact that you had to even start a sentence about your lovely Christian girl and talk about how you was raised in poverty without a father is the reason why you are not going to be the president of the United States of America. Because we don't care anymore. We don't care. What are you going to do? That has nothing to do with us. What are you going to do for the people of the United States? Other than say that racism doesn't exist, but then sit there and literally mimic the status quo of what black poverty looks like. The are you talking about? So anyway, yeah, Tim Scott said he got a lovely Christian girl, and we have yet to see her, but hopefully she'll come out of hiding.
She's not real.
Okay. He's all right, but she's not real.
She doesn't. The limit does not exist.
The limit does not exist. It doesn't can exist. So, dude, I feel bad for the guy.
That nigga ain't got no goddamn girlfriend, y'all. If y'all believe that, you're foolish. You're lying to yourselves, just like he's lying to y'all.
And the sad part about it is, even with all that, he's still trolling in third place behind DeSantis and Trump.
Girl, I saw a video today of, not him, but someone was going up to like Trump supporters asking them about Vivek.
Bruh.
And they were like, they were like, we don't like, these were Republicans saying that they didn't like him. No one is voting for y'all colors.
I really need
over there in the Republican land. They're not voting for you colors in the GOP. I'm so sorry.
My conservative color people, and I mean all colors.
All of you, the Rainbow Coalition.
If you do not look like Ron DeSantis, Donald Trump, it's not gonna happen for you.
It's not happening for you.
You can have conservative values.
Yes.
No one's telling you that your values don't matter. We're not saying that. But if you think that they are going to allow those conservative values to have a black face on it,
you got another thing coming.
To represent all people of the United States of America,
It's not happening.
that is called insanity. That's what that's called. Okay?
It's not happening.
That goes for Vivek, Tim Scott, Larry Elder,
Yep.
who's also running under the Republican ticket.
It's not happening. It's not happening. I think that's kind of it. We have.
So sick of these niggas. Sorry.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's just like,
I feel you.
I can't.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Let's move on.
So this was kind of. Is this funny? I don't know. I laughed at it. Anyway, there was a teacher at a Long Island school.
Why you gotta say Long Island loud like that?
I just said Long Island.
No, you said it loud.
I didn't. I just said
you
Long
bolded it. You put it in bold.
I did it.
I think you bold. You didn't underline it, but you bolded it.
I didn't. I just was.
You bolded it.
Anyway, there was a teacher who I think they were like doing like a morality test with fifth graders.
Ciao.
Here's a clip from the news.
Ciao.
Well, a teacher on Long Island disciplined tonight for handing out an assignment to fifth graders that some say was inappropriate.
The paper was to have the students think about choices in a complicated situation. A fallout shelter during a nuclear attack with limited space. So who do you let in?
It's the choices that sparked the controversy and the young age of the students. Here's Long Island reporter Shantae Lance.
A fifth grade health teacher is in the hot seat after giving a controversial assignment to her students, which is now raising eyebrows of their parents.
I'm assuming she tried to teach a valuable lesson.
The teacher at Howard B. Madeline Middle School in Plainview gave an assignment in the form of a questionnaire, stating that an unknown enemy has launched a nuclear strike against Long Island, and there are 20 minutes to get to a fallout shelter. It says you can choose 6 people to be in a shelter with you and then list 10 choices. It's some of those choices causing concern across Plainview. Like a police officer with multiple charges of police brutality, a 38-year-old retired prostitute, and a 31-year-old homosexual architect.
I think it's a crazy question.
The assignment was given on 9/11.
The whole scenario is crazy.
The teacher, identified as Mandy Beater, who's also the middle school track coach, has been removed from the classroom and suspended.
Very nice person.
Plainview High School 9th grader Holden Rothschild says Beater is also his health teacher and asked similar questions that day.
I think that the scenario at the middle school was a different, like more of an inappropriate scenario than it was at the high school, which is a big problem, I think.
Why is that a problem?
Because the high schoolers are more mature than the Matlin and don't know are more innocent.
The middle school's principal calls the assignment deeply inappropriate, saying, quote, "Our school and our district as a whole do not approve nor support assignments that are age inappropriate, out of alignment with the curriculum, and fall outside of New York State standards. We condemn this type of material in the strongest possible terms."
Okay.
Why?
Wait a minute, because I feel like, I'm sorry. First of all, I didn't realize that I didn't realize that she gave the assignment out on 9/11.
Why are fifth graders? Yeah, first of all, you know what? Okay. You're gonna literally give a assignment about a nuclear bomb on 9/11 in New York?
It's not funny.
Are you?
It's not funny. But wait, sis, we gotta play along because I kind of want to know your answers to this question.
Read me the other options.
Okay, here we go.
It's the 31-year-old homosexual architect.
Yo, these are very, very, very specific.
What is going on?
Wait, hold on. I messed up. Okay, wait, delete. Okay, all right. Good God, I cannot see.
Let me see.
Hold on, I'm trying to okay, done. Save it. Save to photos. Okay, so can we zoom in? Alrighty. An unknown enemy has launched a nuclear strike on Long Island. Because of advanced warning technology, you are aware that you have 20 minutes to get yourself into a fallout shelter located in your neighborhood. When you arrive, 10 other people waiting to get in as well greet you. The shelter has enough supplies for you and 6 other people to survive the 3 months that you must remain inside before you can come out safely. Your group must decide unanimously who will be brought in and who
Why would you do fifth graders like this? This is disgusting.
Personally, I love this. Who will be left out? So here are our questions. Here are our
fifth grader.
Number 1, a 16-year-old pregnant girl. Number 2, a police officer with multiple charges of brutality pending against him. He has his gun with him too.
Okay, he gotta go.
He's not going. Number 3, a 38-year-old retired prostitute. She could come. They could come. They could come.
I don't understand.
A 75-year-old priest.
Okay.
A 30. I'm gonna let the pregnant girl in.
I'm gonna let the pregnant girl
Actually,
in too.
no.
Oh.
Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. Wait. Okay, we're gonna go through the rest. A 35-year-old sterile female doctor.
Yo.
No,
I'm getting mad.
6 and 7. Okay, 6 and 7. A husband and wife. They refuse to be separated. He is a lawyer. She is an alcoholic.
So she don't got no job.
Yeah. Number 8, a 31-year-old homosexual architect. They could come through. Why is that up there? I don't know.
Why do we need to know that he's gay?
I don't know. A 50-year-old musician previously addicted to cocaine. Damn. And then number 10, a 28-year-old drifter who with no apparent skills.
This just sounds like the plot of fucking what's that movie? What's
Purge?
Yes. That's exactly what this sounds like.
Maybe it is.
What's that other movie? The Escape Room. It was just random ass people.
All right, here's my 6.
Oh my God.
I'm going with the pregnant sick girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the prostitute. I'm going with the sterile female doctor. I'm going with the homosexual architect. And I'm going to go with the cokehead and...
This is wild.
And the priest.
I'm going to go with the architect because we need to build houses after.
Yes.
I'm going to go with the doctor. I like music, so I need to be entertained.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to go with the pregnant girl. Hold on. Pregnant girl, doctor, the architect, the musician.
I'm crying. This is so ridiculous.
I'm gonna let the priest in. I mean, because I just feel like
Yeah.
I'm not going nowhere if that's the case.
Right.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Because in the husband and wife,
Right, they gotta stay. They refuse to
that
separate.
sucks.
They both.
Okay, then the drifter comes.
Yeah, that's what I said too. Because I don't want the alcoholic wife in there with me because she's gonna get on my nerves. I
Yeah.
kind of don't want the pregnant girl because she's gonna probably deliver that baby, maybe.
Right, but the doctor's there.
Okay, but then we gotta hear that baby for 3 months.
But why is the doctor sterile? Like, why do? So okay, so here's my problem.
Wait, hold on, wait. It's my bad. Wait a minute, hold on.
Here's
Like, fucking screaming, hold on.
what the fuck?
I'm fucking weak, Okay, go ahead.
Here's my thing. These are fifth graders. So imagine you're a child. Now, granted, you're supposed to, you're a parent. Your job is to explain certain things to your kids. But imagine your kid, your fifth grade 10-year-old coming home asking, what is sterile?
I'm
What is a
sweating.
homosexual architect? They don't know what sterile means. They don't even know what an architect is.
I'm sweating.
What is cocaine?
Well, fifth grade, you were like 10 years old, right?
Right. So you know what a 16-year-old pregnant girl is. You know what that is.
They know what cocaine is at 10.
But why?
I mean, listen, hard subjects are in some of those TV shows and books.
First of all, and I also need to know, why is this the lesson in health class? Health is, at the fifth grade, are we not talking about what happens when your period comes? Mm-hmm. Are we not telling the little boys what happens when you get a little woody?
Well, you know, some schools be trying to ban that, so.
Oh, so we want to ban that. We want to ban talks of period. So you just want the girls to be bleeding them everywhere. They don't know to ask for a pad or something like that.
But wait.
Or the boys get a little woody and they don't know what's going on.
Wait. But you don't think, okay, seriously, do you not think like this in some way or shape or form like helps with some type of like analytical reasoning or thinking or deductive reasoning?
I absolutely think it does, but there's no need for this type of descriptive shit. Okay, because first of all, it's unrealistic. A nuclear bomb goes off of Long Island, we're absolutely kaput.
Oh, we're done.
There's no way.
Well, no, you got.
There's no way you have 20 minutes on Long Island. This is an island. There's nothing but water surrounding us.
You taking it personal, right?
I am, because it's Long Island. Upstate, maybe. Long Island, you don't have 20 minutes to get anywhere. You're done. You're underwater.
I actually don't think it's that bad of an assignment. I think if I had a child, first of all, I would cry. I would be crying laughing.
You would.
I would die laughing. But I would love this.
But my problem is the specifics. Why is this?
Well, this is. I mean, I think this helps you judge of moral character.
Why you couldn't
I
just
don't
say a 35-year-old doctor? Why she got to be sterile too? That's some personal ass information.
Well, we have to think about maybe like repopulating.
So that's why we got the 16-year-old girl. So why does the doctor need to be sterile?
Well, somebody need to help that girl with that baby because it ain't gonna be me.
So again, just doctor. We can take the sterile out.
Listen.
And when you're telling your kid about an architect, because he built a whole new Long Island.
Yes.
Why does it matter who he's fucking?
That's a great question.
Why do we care about what he likes?
That's a great question. I mean, there are some very wild descriptors in here.
And why is the wife an alcohol? What is the alcoholic wife and the lawyer?
No, that's actually good information. First, they refuse to leave each other. He's a lawyer, and all that she does is an alcoholic. No, he can't come because she's a nuisance. Sorry,
she'll be fine because there's no alcohol in there. She'll be fine. She'll sober up.
No, but she might.
Giving Ray
but
Charles,
she might lose her shit because she hasn't had a drink in a while.
And she'll be fine.
3 months in that bunker? Are you crazy?
Listen, if we punch her in the face, she'll be knocked the fuck out.
You know what? Participate. I need to know. Who are the 6? Run it back. I'm going to try to find a way to put the words on the screen of all 6 of them, all of the list of the people. I need to know what 6 you would choose.
We need to do a TikTok about this.
Yeah.
Because this is This is the plot to Escape Room. This is the plot to Escape Room.
Oh my God.
Because in Escape Room, it was just people. You had the schmuck. You had the woman who lost her daughter. You had the weird girl that survived the plane crash. The white boy that didn't do shit.
I love
the nerd. Well, what is this?
I love it.
Oh my, Plainview.
I love it.
Listen, I didn't grow up anywhere near Plainview, so because niggas be like, ain't that your people's? Absolutely not.
Oh my God. All right, let's move forward because we're running out of time. We got a lot of shit.
Running out of time.
Okay, quickly. Tinashe comes forth about her label. What's going on with Tinashe?
So Tinashe randomly was talking about, well, when I say randomly, somebody approached her about it.
Right.
And she was talking about how her label forced her to do a song with R. Kelly and how she was somewhat embarrassed to do the song with Chris Brown. So I know the song that she did with Chris Brown was about, "Cause you wanna stay up, play you know, no? Okay.
Come on, look who you're talking to.
I'm sorry, you're right. Very true. But anyway, so she was on the Zach Snag show.
Okay.
And she literally was talking about how Tinashe was asked whether she thought her singles with disgraced R&B singer R. Kelly and Chris Brown, okay, blah, 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 were a result of her label's faulty strategy to launch her career. Damn. At the time of their release, the singles resulted in immense scrutiny pointed at Tinashe for working with men who had a violence of history against women. Now, I don't know the song she did with R. Kelly.
Me neither.
Before speaking up, Tinashe appeared stunned and responded with a laugh. You think I wanted to do those songs? I literally blocked that R. Kelly song from my mind. I forgot that it even exists.
Damn.
That is so embarrassing. That is so unreal that I even have a song with R. Kelly.
Damn.
Then she said, then they started talking about some other shit. Hold on, I'm trying to see where she was talking about Chris Brown. She was also saying I was too young, which is crazy because I feel like I did that song when I just signed to that label. I was probably like 20. And she said, especially when it comes to singles, for example, that song with Chris, that was a song that we all wanted it to be a big moment, this big single. So I feel like in the label's mind, they were like, you need to support it. And Chris was like their biggest artist that they had on rhythmic radio at the time. I mean, so she was like, I was like, well, this is a pop song, so I really don't feel like we should put Chris on it like that. I don't like that. That doesn't compute to me. Anyway, Chris Brown really wasn't too happy about that. However, after reading the actual quote of what she says, I don't really think that Chris Brown's response was necessary. Because Chris Brown literally was like, name 5 Tinashe songs quickly. Okay. And for some people, that was a struggle. Not for me. I think I got about 5 Tinashe songs on my phone. But obviously for Chris Brown, we can name probably 20, 25, 50 songs by Chris Brown, literally. But I just don't think that the response was necessary because she didn't really necessarily say anything that was so damaging to Chris Brown. And if anything, I feel like Chris Brown's response just kind of makes him look a little petty. I do get where he's coming from because people just be shooting straight bullets at Chris Brown. He be minding his business, dancing in the corner, whatever he be doing, and then all of a sudden somebody got his name in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I wasn't even like, why? Now, her feeling type of way about R. Kelly, I totally get that. However, I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel that way about R. Kelly. I wonder how Usher feels or how do you think Jay-Z?
He got a whole album with him.
Whole album.
Well, he was done with that nigga afterwards, though,
he was, and maybe there's a reason why, and nobody was trying to listen to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's just
that sucks.
It is what it is, but Tinashe, hold your head up. Like, 'cause at the end of the day, your career has not been based off of your song with Chris Brown and your song with R. Kelly.
This is true.
I mean, I'm blocking it out too because I don't even know what song she's talking about with R. Kelly. Never heard. I didn't know she had a song with R. Kelly.
Damn.
So,
oh well.
Old to the well.
Old to the well. We're gonna moving forward. Little update from last week. Ashton Kutcher, who we were talking about, him and his wife had written a character witness letter for Danny Masterson. Well, Ashton Kutcher has now stepped down from the board of his own organization, which was for what?
Anti-child sex abuse.
The irony. Girl, get me the fuck out of here.
His wife, Mila Kunis, also served as an observer on the organization's board. The move comes in wake of outrage over their letters of support of Danny Masterson. Yeah. So, Victims of sexual abuse have been historically silenced, and the character statement I submitted is yet another painful instance of questioning victims who are brave enough to share their experiences. And this is what she wrote to the chairman of the board of Thorn. That is the name of the organization. So after my wife and I spent several days of listening, personal reflection, and y'all got kids, learning and conversations with survivors and the employees and leadership at Thorn, I have determined the responsible thing for me to do is resign as chairman of the board, effective immediately. I cannot allow my error in judgment to distract from our efforts and the children that we serve. I want to say this.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay? I just want to know what it feels like to like watch your career go all the way into the Hudson River over a criminal.
Over your mans who definitely did that shit.
I don't understand.
Who got 30 years.
30 years. I don't understand. It's just like, even like people that are still, never mind. Like, I don't understand what y'all not getting about. Toxicity will never win. Ever. And like, for y'all to really ruin the platforms and foundations that you have established over so many years just because your ain't shit friends committed a crime is baffling to me.
Several crimes. He did it 3 times.
3 times. People are not perfect.
No.
However, for y'all to just be like, I mean, even for people that's like, y'all on some Tory Lane, come on.
Weird.
It's just weird. It's weirdo.
Like, it's like come on, like, and everything points to the fact that even that Tory did it and that Danny did it.
R. Kelly did it.
R. Kelly did it.
Bill Cosby did it.
Guilty.
Okay.
And y'all writing character witness letters?
Donald Trump did it. The only difference is he is white. Well, so was Danny Masterson. So he's guilty as fuck.
And he got 30 years.
30 years. They ain't give him no probation.
They didn't.
They ain't say,
we'll think about it.
Right.
We'll circle back on this.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I'm saying? No, they said that motherfucker's guilty.
And y'all, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, y'all have had such prolific careers. Like,
and they were like, "Dear Judge, he's my friend, though."
Like, so? I really like, yo.
Your friend's a rapist.
Don't ever let me become a judge. And the fuck?
Your friend's a rapist. Now what? How do we go from here?
Like, okay, like, what you want me to do about that? I didn't commit the crime. I'm just gonna send this ass to jail.
Child.
I'm listening to the facts and I'm moving on.
Right.
Okay, I got another rape case at 3. Like,
exactly. Okay, he did it. He's going to jail.
Like, moving on.
He's going to prison.
Child.
Okay, what we got next?
Child, this is ridiculous.
I am drunk, Sherelle.
You're not drunk.
You don't know that.
You're not. It's only one glass.
The one glass is wearing me out.
Another person that is just going down for no reason, like it's just attacking black women, is the founder of Rollingstone.
Oh my God.
Like, a walk.
Oh my God.
He said some wild stuff the other day about black women, and now all of a sudden he's going down. Like, once again, it's just like...
What did he say? Uh-oh, what happened?
No, I just almost... That's okay.
Oh.
Hold on. I thought I had the article pulled up, but like, it was just... Hold on.
Because he's supposed to be writing a book called The Masters or something like that.
Yeah.
And he didn't reference any, black women or black people. I forget.
Here we go.
Okay.
All because, so basically Rolling Stone's founder just lost decision-making power in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, all because he called black and female artists inarticulate.
That's what it was.
Okay. He literally, so he is, he interviewed for his forthcoming offering, The Masters, which contains wide-ranging sit-down with 7 rock and roll gods. This includes Mick Jagger, Bob Dylan, John Lennon, Bruce Springsteen, Bono, Jerry Garcia, I don't know who that is, and Pete Townsend. All of whom, as the New York Times pointed out, are white and male. Okay? So he said, the question, there are 7 subjects in the new book, 7 white guys. In the introduction, you acknowledge that performers of color and women performers are not just in your zeitgeist. which to my mind is not plausible, of Jan Wenner, Janis Joplin, Joni Mitchell, Stevie Nicks, Stevie Wonder, the list keeps going. What do you think is a deeper explanation as to why you interviewed the subjects you interviewed and not others? He literally said, and this is a TMZ article, it said it's telling. He says, when I was referring to the Zygas, I was referring to black performers, not to the female performers, okay? Just to get that accurate. The selection was not a deliberate selection. It was kind of intuitive over the years. It just fell together that way. The people had to meet a couple of criteria, but it was just kind of my personal interest and love for them. He adds, insofar as the women, just none of them were as articulate enough on this intellectual level. The reporter pushes back, asking if he really doesn't think Joni Mitchell was articulate enough to talk music on a on an intellectual level. Like, babe, I love when journalists do that. It's like, you good?
Wait. Go back up to what are you saying about black people?
Hmm?
Read it one more again.
Okay, so this is the answer that he said. When I was referring to the Zygas, I was referring to black performers, not to the female performers, okay? Just to get that accurate. The selection was not a deliberate selection. It was kind of intuitive over the years. It just fell together that way. The people had to meet a couple criteria, but it was just kind of my personal interest and love for them. Insofar as the women, just none of them were as articulate enough on this intellectual level.
It wasn't deliberate. It was intuitive. So intuitively, you only like those white male artists. So that was deliberate. You deliberately didn't interview any black artists and any female artists because they didn't align with you intuitively. Miss me with that. Fuck that guy.
And this is why, because you have some people that's like, why do we always need the black version of stuff? Why do we need the BET Awards? Why do we need the Hip Hop Awards, Soul Train Awards, NAACP, Image Awards, all that stuff like that? This is why. This is exactly why. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, there's so many people that should be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they're just not yet. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know why, other than the fact that they probably look like this. But I'll be damned if that man's going to sit there and say that you cannot sit there on a personal level and talk music with some of the great. Obviously, Tina Turner is no longer with us,
right? But
you still have Patti LaBelle. You have Gladys Knight. You know what I'm saying? You have Beyonce. Okay. Hell, you could probably talk music on an intellectual level with her, one of the most talented artists that we have right now.
No women were articulate enough.
Women of color. Meanwhile, a black woman holds the most Grammys of all time.
Cheers.
A black woman. So, listen, I don't even get bent out of shape over something like this. He's an old white man. We already know the vibes. Okay, so it is what it is.
Fuck that guy.
And it's just plain and simple.
Period.
So now, because of your just disgusting remarks and just unprecedented remarks, now you don't have no more power. So you know what? See if some of your old white men will give you some of that power.
Yeah. See. Did your intuition tell you that you weren't gonna get fired?
Is that articulate enough for you?
Did your intuition? What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
Are you articulating that?
Your intuition didn't tell you was about to get fired,
Damn.
bitch.
You didn't meet the intellectual capacity to know that. How about that? Ciao. You know what? We might have to skip over that one.
Oh, for sure.
We might have to skip over that one. We could do these two because that's it right there.
Yeah.
Oh, and this
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, well then we can skip. We can come back to that too.
These two.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So this is some good news about black people. So did you know that Oxford Dictionary is making a dictionary that's catering strictly to African American English?
A dictionary for the blacks?
Yeah. Actually, I love it. Like, it's really dope.
I wonder what the words are gonna be inside of it.
Okay.
Wait, what? Is that sentence? I've been drinking. Sorry, y'all.
I've been drinking. All right. So I'm just gonna read this. of some of the words. So this is from NBC News. Here are 10 words that will be featured in the African American English Dictionary.
Oh, how exciting. Okay, what we got?
Okay. Precise definitions for bussin', chitterlings, and cakewalk
I gotta get the
will be distributed to the world in the 2025 in the new dictionary.
I gotta go. I can't do this right now, girl. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was not expecting you to say bussin'. I can't.
And when I say that's sentence number 1, that's how they opened up the article. That's how they opened it up. There was nothing. Okay. So I'm just gonna read this.
I want to go. I want to go.
Okay. So during a recent online presentation, those tied to the publication revealed that they already selected 100 words to include in its dictionary and have its eyes set on the publication for March 2025. Okay? Here are some of the words. These are 10 below. Find 10 of the definitions included in the soon-to-be published dictionary. Are you ready, sis? Are you ready? Number 1 is bussin'. Adjective and particle, especially describing food, tasty, delicious. Also more generally impressive, excellent. Describing a party, events, etc. Busy, crowded, lively. Grill, noun. A removable or permanent dental overlay, typically made of silver, gold, or another metal, and often inset with gemstones, which is worn as jewelry. Promised land.
This is so fucking ridiculous.
A place perceived to be where enslaved people and later African Americans more generally can find refuge and live in freedom. A reference to the biblical story of Jewish people seeking freedom from Egyptian bondage. Chitterlings, plural. A dish made from pig intestines that are typically boiled, fried, or stuffed with other ingredients. Occasionally also pig intestines as an ingredient. Kitchen. The hair at the nape of the neck.
I want out, Sherelle.
The hair at the nape of the neck, which is typically shorter, kinkier, and considered more difficult to style. Cakewalk. A contest in which black people will perform a stylized walk in pairs, typically judged by a plantation owner. The winner will receive some type of cake. Old school. Characteristic of early hip hop or rap music that emerged in New York. Pat, as in like, to tap the foot in rhythm with music, sometimes as an indication of participation in religious worship. Aunt Hagar's children, a reference to black people collectively. Okay, so
who?
Let
me see. Oh.
Yeah, that's different.
I ain't never heard that one before.
Ring shout, a spiritual ritual involving a place where participants follow one another in a ring shape, shuffling their... Okay, so... Okay. Yeah, we know that.
Some of these are old school.
Yeah, this is literally old school. The public can contribute to the collection by submitting relevant words. So we can submit some words. So, ski should be in there. I don't know. Something. No.
I want the niggas at Oxford arrested.
Okay, well, Henry Louis Gates Jr. is a literary critic and African-American history professor at Harvard. He spoke to the Times about his role as the editor of the project, which will be contributed to by researchers and editors from both Oxford Languages and the Harvard University, blah, 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 blah.
That took me out. Because why is busing going to be in there?
What words do y'all think should be in there?
Ooh.
Because you literally can submit words that you think should be in here. And I don't think that Twitter needs to know about this. I think
dead ass should be in there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Deadass, 100.
100. Okay, well if we're gonna do it, then we have to do like
one. You gotta put one in.
We gotta do one.
That's ridiculous.
But we gotta do
like, how do you describe that?
A sign off, a signature to say goodbye.
I'm annoyed.
A salutation.
Okay, you're good.
Ask for hire me.
I mean, literally,
hire me. But if we're gonna add it, then we need to do like all the slang terms that people use to like describe money. Like, so it cost me a bean. It costs half a man. It costs a buck. Ooh, you know what need to be in there? Dub and L.
Absolutely,
Because
absolutely a dub.
I saw somebody use dub as it's an L, and I'm like, no, a dub means to win.
Right? Who said that?
Somebody was like a dub.
Well, hold on, no. So maybe it might be. So now it's regional. Now we get it because something. Oh, it's a dub. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
This is AAVE is actually very confusing.
You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, oh, it's a dub. Like I gotta go.
See, like. Very interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was really, really cool.
Very interesting.
So unfortunately, Virgo season
child.
has been taking the couples out. Love does not live
not up in here.
In Virgo, well, except for in my house.
Yes.
But,
well, yes.
You know, but when it comes to the celebrity world,
child, everybody named Momma is breaking up.
We got word that Young Jeezy and Jeannie Mai are calling it quits.
Child.
Actually, Jeezy filed for divorce from Jeannie Mai.
Man, when a man filed for divorce,
yeah, like you did that shit.
You guilty. Guilty as hell.
You did it.
You did it.
You did it.
Whatever he said, you did. You did that.
You did that shit.
Oh my god.
And the internet has been having a field day with it.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna repeat some of the shit they said.
Yo, y'all been wilding.
Out of control.
Out of control.
Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert.
Apparently they have been separated for a while. That's shocking.
I ain't gonna front. I was kind of shocked, but people also been having fun with that, saying now Tiana can eat coochie in peace.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I mean, if she do fly that flag, good for her.
Who else? Bro? Somebody else broke up.
Apparently, so word on the street is that Remy Ma has been cheating on Papoose.
I heard that too. And if she has,
that's a deep cut for some of y'all. Like Remy Ma and Papoose, like that's New York hood legacy rap, like royalty type of vibe.
I heard that too.
Who else broke up?
Somebody else recently just broke up. Oh, who else? I think it was a white couple. Somebody else just broke up.
Oh, one of the Jonas Brothers and Sophie Turner.
Oh yeah, I didn't care about that.
They got divorced.
They didn't even look good together. It's been Sofia Vergara and Joe Manganiello.
That one hurt because I thought they was going to go for the long one.
Well, apparently she didn't want kids and he did. I'm like, but didn't you know that beforehand? First of all, she like 50 years old.
I know. I'm like, I feel like, didn't y'all not talk about that?
Right. Y'all been together 7 years and she 50. So
right. Like, so how's that going?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Quickly.
He fine though. So
Woo.
Girl.
Stupid bag.
Yeah, that's a good.
I'd be like, I'm not go.
That's a good. Okay. Oh, speaking of white men, Hugh Jackman and his wife.
Oh, they got
divorced.
Damn, I missed that one.
After 27 years, but hear me out. After 27 years, you ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna go to my side of the house, and you gonna go to yours.
For real.
We'll take a break for a couple weeks, if anything, and we'll come back.
Like, shut your ass up and go in the room.
Come eat dinner.
Okay.
And 27 years.
Get out of my face with that.
Literally, out of my face.
Out of my face. Out of my face.
Okay. You ain't going no damn where.
Out of my face. There was somebody else too, though. Now you got me.
I know.
Basically, everybody check to make sure that you're not divorced.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because
when I say everybody is breaking up,
everybody is breaking up.
I'm like, oh my god,
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But the last thing that we're gonna talk about, who y'all really want to break up, is Tyler Perry and his words. So, you want to play it?
Yeah, you sent it to me, right?
I did.
Everybody named Momma been talking about this clip, and we will not be any exception. Tyler Perry was on. Tyler Perry was on some. I don't know where he was at, honestly.
He was on the Keep It Positive podcast, which is hosted by actually one of his employees. Like, she's on the show Sisters.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
And apparently the girl asked this man about dating. And black men and black women. Here we go, child.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job, and is a good man, and is good to you, and honors the house, and honors his wife, and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill, as long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then, that is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in, because that means, no, I need somebody to, who is, they need to make 5 times more, and I got to have, well, go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go on, keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people who whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
Well, the girlies, they've been tearing Tyler a whole new asshole. You hear me? A whole new asshole.
Literally.
I
want another piece of garlic bread. Sorry.
Okay. I don't think I agree with all of this. Okay?
Okay.
If I'm taking it literally.
Right.
If I am paying the mortgage and you can only pay the light bill, we have a problem. We got a serious problem.
You are taking it very literally.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yes.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a serious issue.
Okay.
We have a serious issue. I don't think there's anything wrong with making maybe a little bit more than your man. But like, I think if you're making a significant amount of money more than your man, I don't know how helpful that is for a relationship. Like, and even, and men could probably speak to this, but I mean, I've talked to men who are like,
yeah,
I can't do anything right now because I don't feel like myself as a man to, I don't have my money together. Like, men are insecure about that. When men are broke, them niggas is like,
yeah, they down on
right.
my luck.
So I don't know. I mean, and granted, I don't know who he knows, but the rest of us poors down here, when the men are broke, they are kind of insufferable. And I don't.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't see that being a good relationship.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. Like,
I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know.
I feel you on that.
Like that's how I feel. I'm just like, I hear what he's saying, but
yeah. Is it realistic?
Is it realistic?
Yeah.
How you feel?
I actually, how do I say this? God damn it. I didn't think it was anything wrong with what he said.
Okay.
And I'm only saying it from a mature standpoint because at the end of the day, what I got from what he was saying is like, y'all are constantly talking about how you can't find a man. And you will literally step over a man because he's a janitor.
Yeah.
Or because he is, a floor, I don't know, whatever. You know, he's, instead of being the doctor, he's just the receptionist. Or he's the one that brings the food or whatever. But then complain that you can't find a good man. So it's like, it's almost insufferable from a societal standpoint that you guys will continue to scoff about being lonely and single and stuff like that. But then there'd be like a perfect dude right in front of your ass. Treats you good, all this stuff. So, okay, he don't drive a Bentley. He don't play for the Panthers. He don't got gold. He don't do this, like, in pictures. You know what I'm saying? He don't got studio time. And y'all will literally look over him because of that.
Yeah.
So it's just like.
But I also think, like, on top of that, I think like a lot of things are happening, like especially like with like millennials and Gen Z women. There's a lot of talk, and we've talked about this before. A lot of talk out there for like women to be dating, like, I don't want to use this damn term, high value men. Like, that's the big, that's the hot topic right now. Hot, dating a man who can pay for all of your bills. And, if he can't pay for all your bills, why are you talking to him, girl? Or, like.
And I think us as women, you know, as like a little bit older woman, I really think that we need to somehow change that narrative. It might be a little too late in my opinion, but I just think it's tired, because at the end of the day, we're not going to help them get anywhere by immediately, because like, y'all know I'm always here for the brothers. I've been like that since season 1, episode 1. It doesn't look good when you just want a man to just pay all your bills and just do everything for you, and then when the script is flipped, you looking like Dave Chappelle.
Like, oh,
excuse me.
Right.
And it's just not cool, especially if you want a decent relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that narrative really needs to die. Like, it's almost like it's the same narrative with men that feel like, you know, oh, I want a bad bitch. Da, da, da. Yeah. Everybody want a bad bitch, so they get a bad bitch.
And then they be like, this bitch is wearing me out. Well, no shit.
Exactly. And it's the same with women. It's like, you know, I want a real man. I want one that can pay for my bills. But, you know, I want one that he owns his own business. You want a man that owns your own business, so you at home by yourself.
Listen.
Because all he's thinking about is his business. He ain't thinking about you. He ain't thinking about marrying you. He ain't thinking about having no kids. He ain't thinking about taking you out to the movies. Hell, he ain't even thinking about going to Dollar Tree and get you a Hershey bar. He ain't thinking about none of that. So it's like somehow, some way we need to change the narrative. So I don't really think what Tyler Perry said was wrong. Some people was on Twitter dragging him like, this is the same man that made his billions off a black woman. I'm like, but he wasn't downing black women.
A lot of people got real weird, and they was like being homophobic and calling him gay. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, what happened to the original plot of the movie?
I mean, yeah, like,
why y'all?
He wrote the script.
Sorry. Girl, you know he probably wrote that bitch.
I'm sorry, Tyler. I hope you don't see this, because I really want to come to the studio one day and work with you. I really would like.
Nonetheless,
to do that.
I feel you. What you saying? Like, I don't know. It gets really weird, and also it's not realistic. Listen, if every woman is trying to date the $600 men,
right,
we're fucked. Y'all done. Y'all are,
forget it.
You need to lower your standards in that sense. Like, every man is not. They not out here like that. No, I'm so sorry.
They're really not. It's not.
You are the $600,000 man.
Right. It's not.
It's more likely you.
Yeah. I kind of feel bad for, you know, some of the girls coming up right now. I really do, because, and this is not me down in black men. It's not at all. I just think the standards are like beyond ground level right now. I don't think that. You know, I won't say any names. I know somebody that I think is like used to not being treated so well that like when an opportunity is being presented, it's like, yeah. and I can say I was the same freaking way, but somehow, some way, you know what I'm saying? I just think we just need to change that narrative. So at the end of the day, ladies, it's like, don't overlook a man who's little, and that's what he was saying. Like, somebody is like, he want to take you out. He actually want to help you out. He want to do things. Right. Like, all right, babe, you know, like I might not be able to take you to Steak 48, but you know, we can go get a little, you know,
right, a little something,
little 2 for $25 at Chili's and just spend time together. I don't think that y'all should down him for that, because at the end of the day, y'all don't even like half this food anyway. Like, y'all want.
Ooh,
I'm just saying.
Well,
y'all don't even be knowing what you want. Like, you just see it. Like, why you want an Hermes bag and you don't even got a wallet to put in it?
Damn. Your wallet.
You still put money in your bra.
You got $6 in your bank right now.
Right.
God damn, girl.
But sitting here talking about, you know, oh, I need, like, my man, like, he iced me out. Da, 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 da.
Like, that's crazy.
But you don't got no jewelry box to put it in?
Girl, I gotta go. That's crazy.
You feel me?
I feel you.
You don't got no apartment. You're not paying rent. You don't own no house.
Nothing.
You don't own none of that.
Nothing.
It's nothing wrong with going to Marshall's, sis.
Honestly,
really you should want a man that want to shop at Marshall's.
Okay. Save
Marshall's
some money.
be having good stuff.
Marshall's.
Now Ross is a different situation.
Ross gives me a headache.
That's
girl.
the ghetto.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, that's the ghetto.
It is the ghetto.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's enough.
That's it, guys. You said we had some reviews this week, right?
Yes.
Why are you looking at me
because
like that?
I told you can't gaslight people this week.
I can gaslight all night long.
So I've noticed that some of our 5-star reviews are more so coming on the YouTube channel, along with some subscriptions. So we see you.
So a lot of y'all got Android phones.
Welcome. or you guys are just listening. You want to see us on YouTube instead of hearing us on Apple Podcasts. Either way, welcome, goddammit. So we just, damn.
Sorry, okay.
I told her, I was like, you cannot gaslight the fans this week. I told her this. Okay.
Go ahead, read the little reviews or whatever.
All right.
Go ahead, read them.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
So here, like, some really, really dope reviews. We love this. So this is from JoJo. She said, They said,
yes.
I love this podcast. The ladies never hold back. The honesty keeps the conversation and laughter flowing. 5 stars.
Thank you, JoJo.
Then another one says, this is from Ironheart Blurred.
Oh, she had a question for us from last week.
Oh, what's the question?
Remember, wait.
Oh, it's on here.
Yeah.
So she said, ladies, y'all never disappoint. Excellent content, no fluff, naturally funny. I love your accents. I routinely say dead ass now. Wonderful points of view. Delivery is always on point. Absolute fire. 105-star review. And then
thank you.
She did have.
Wait, we calling you a she? We don't even know. They.
Yeah, because Ironheart. Yes, absolutely. Yes. So they also had a comment. She said, "Hi there, first time on the channel. Welcome.
Hey.
But have been listening to your podcast for a while." For a little minute, concerning the BIPOC term, I've been using but never thought about it like that. Definitely has me rethinking and retracting. Do you think there's a term that includes the common struggle while also not allowing them to be just as complacent? Love your content. Interesting question.
I don't think there is a term. But that doesn't mean that I don't think there is space for a new term that can... Wait, repeat the question one more time.
Okay. Do you think there's a term that includes the common struggle while also not allowing them to be just as complacent?
There is no term for...
No.
That's a great...
It is a good
question. Because in that... Okay, I know we're about to end the show, but that takes us into like... How can we all be considered something without them being complacent and being...
Singled out?
No, without them being like complacent and like falling under like whiteness.
Oh.
So like you would have to stand in your like.
So basically, you have to stand in it.
Yeah,
like,
you have
regardless.
to stand. Yes, regardless. Girl, Ironheart Blurred, you on another level.
We need a fireside chat.
We need a fireside chat. We might have to get. You might have to be the person who make the term because I don't think there is a term for that.
Interesting.
That's a fantastic.
That
question.
is a good question.
Oh my god.
That is a good question.
Thank you so much for the review.
Yeah.
Yes.
All those reviews.
Love it. This is what I want to say. Now, the rest of you did not leave a review. And that is a problem. Because we've been begging y'all for like weeks, you know. Now, Ironheart Blurred is new.
And JoJo.
Yeah. Ironheart Blurred left a comment on 2 videos. You did nothing. Wow.
But I remember, you're not supposed to...
Who what? What?
You know what? Let me check. We never know.
Ain't nothing up there. I just checked.
You just checked?
I just checked.
Damn.
Listen. Thank y'all.
Damn.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode.
I tried.
Please be sure to follow us on everything. We're on Twitter at HeadWrapPod. We're on Instagram at HeadWraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, HeadWraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where we have crew necks and t-shirts that are for sale, but not on sale. Our Cash App is $HeadWrapPod if you want to support us by, sending us some cash. And yes, we are on a bunch of streaming platforms, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook.
I thought I had a joke.
Lastly, if you leave a 5-star review like JoJo and Ironheart Blurred, we read it on the air. You can leave it in the YouTube comments.
Yeah. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of liking the YouTube comments.
I love it.
Yeah.
Sis.
I don't have one.
Oh.
I thought I had one. I thought Sean J sent me. Wait, maybe it was Charles. Oh no, we were just talking about church kids.
Okay.
Oh wait, I didn't know if I thought this was funny or not.
Oh.
I'll come back next week. Sorry.
Wow, that's why they're not leaving reviews because you keep forgetting to.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
That's why they're not leaving reviews because you keep forgetting to bring some jokes.
So now I'm just gonna do like 4 jokes.
You don't have to do that.
I'm gonna do it.
We'll see y'all next week.
I'm gonna do it.
No, we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye. I'm gonna do it.
No,
I'm
you
gonna
don't have to.
4.
No. Nobody wants that.
I mean,
Nobody wants that.
I think you do.
I don't.
So
Oh my God.
it is what it is.